hungry? All right, jokes for food.
This video is not monetized and is for educational purposes. So bro's ever making bank of this? I'm thinking my man's getting 10 mil views a video. He's making bread. But bro is not monetizing the video. Fair play. Free money is free money. Yo, are you lot real human beings, bro? Are you guys robots? Dead ass, no. Like on everything. Actually answer, like, truthfully, bro. Like, are you guys hearing the stuff that's been said and you're still gonna be like, free money is money? Brother, they're getting scammed, bro.
I wish a philanthropist YouTuber would just give me 10K and not
I only raid my friends.
Hey, the hell happened to you? MrBeast.
Wait, cause bro's actually making iDubbbz content. What the hell?
What we do here is go back.
Nah, what the hell? What in the iDubbbz? Wait, bro's actually making iDubbbz content. What the hell? Bro, nah, low-key, yo, chat, you lot can back it, bro. Recently, YouTube's been turning into 2016 YouTube. I'm uploading vlogs again and guys are making content like iDubbbz. What the flip is going on, bro? This is like 2016 YouTube all over again.
Okay, content cop from Timu back at it again.
Yeah, the videos are very fake, yes.
Recently, Jake Weddle. A lot has happened since my last video. After posting like hundreds of messages from former MrBeast employees, and I had them all like send proof of former employment. You know, just people showing their support or telling their stories of you know, fake videos or unsafe practices, you know, toxic workplace, stuff like that. I'm not really gonna get into those claims because, for one, like, most people want to stay anonymous, which I understand. And also, like, I think
honestly, about GCSE results, I don't even know, man. Like, me personally, I found the test so easy, but it's like, still, I don't know, bro.
Also, I heard from a very credible source that MrBeast.
I feel like it was too easy. I feel like someone's dodgy's up with those tests, bro. They were a bit too easy, you know what I mean?
Kids Bop, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Also, I know MrBeast's
AQA was nice and guys, man.
Harassing my people on, you know, hey, what's in part 2? What does he know? So I will just tell you, James, what will be in part 3, so you don't have to harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes.
Jeez.
And I'll make sure to give you full credit and plaster your face all over the screen when we talk about that.
What are you aiming for? Bro, all I need is passes, bro. I already know I'm gonna get passes. All passes, but it's like, bro, literally all I need is all passes. I don't need anything more than that. I'm not trying to go to uni.
Just from former MrBeast employees of very serious allegations. So I just want to put a call to action at the start of this video that, you know, if you have a story,
thank God he's on his main.
Make sure you send proof of
this. The next video,
first,
yeah.
DMs, and like, as much as I meme and joke around, like,
what are you gonna do next?
Very seriously, so without explicit.
Bro, I'ma just like do college, but have like I'll do college, yeah, but it's like I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing now because I see that it has a lot of potential, and then locking on this and then make it work.
Look with anything, and obviously if it goes to court, I would hope.
And I already have contacts with some other guys that I hope him with certain things anyway.
Former contestants too. That's another
I ain't just gonna talk about all my business. To be honest.
During the 100 boys versus girls video,
I've always known my main.
I have people corroborating the same story that the camera guy who gave the girls a drone was making some girls feel.
What are you gonna do in college?
You trap these girls in a circle.
What was it called? What's the course? I forgot, man. All I know is that it's like media, graphic designing, you know, editing, animation, just basically everything I already do. But literally everything I already do with YouTube and stuff, just in college.
And make them sleep on rough turf and get them high on paint fumes, and then you try to f them.
Okay, that seems really dark.
No, it's not dark. You're misunderstanding me, bro.
I think I am.
Yeah, you are. Because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's
No,
not gonna say no.
esports.
She would never say no because of the
I can. Now there is some esports guys that I can like help with.
Anyway, so.
But I'm not doing an esports course.
MrBeast, do with that information what you will. I know Chucky didn't want to respond to those allegations. So anyway, my interview with Jake Weddle, I chose to interview him because I thought he was perfect because he was both on camera and behind the scenes in 2019 and 2020. And also, what people don't know is that he came back in 2021 to be the sole contestant of a MrBeast video, which never got uploaded because it went very badly. He also knows about another portable document format who was working at MrBeast while actually on the registry. And I'll get more into that story at the end of the video. So I got his DM, drove straight to New York overnight, did not sleep, just drank a bunch of caffeine. And I also only had one microphone in the interview, which he's wearing. So it's mostly just him talking. Also, like, final thing, people said my last video started slow. This video also starts slow. It builds up over time, but I'll do the retention thing and say, the ending will blow your mind. It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Jake Weddle, everybody.
I'm Jake Weddle. Most people who, if you know
the
me,
video,
Beast,
mate.
I'm a deep
What, this video?
I'm in a few of the videos.
We just finished watching the first one.
Purposefully kept to the shadows a little bit. I'm in the cutting room floor a lot of the time. But I've been in some videos. I've worked on a lot of them. I was there from 2019 to 2020, 2021-ish when I came back and did some more. I was there when they were authentic, and then I saw the transition to what I feel like is a company. He's like a...
Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about, bro. I feel like all these big YouTubers, brother, they're not authentic, bro. Like, I swear, bro, all I want from all of this, bro, is I can do this all the time and live off it at the same time. That's all I want. I don't want to take advantage of guys and make flipping so much money to the point, what am I gonna do with the money, bro? I just want like do this my entire life and live off it so I can invest it into other things so my family doesn't need to worry about certain things, you know what I mean?
TV show now.
That's it, bro. I don't need more than that.
To Amazon. The culture around there was very unspoken, but there was a vibe. There was half the people who, if you made Jimmy happy, you
I just want to be happy and make money doing what makes you happy.
We usually moved up, had more screen time. And then there was people who, if you had
I love that guy, you know. Nah, Vader, you're right.
You know, you were the other half. And I consistently was in the half that Jimmy did. Jimmy doesn't like me. That's fine. I don't like him either. It's okay. Oh, I feel so good to say. I don't like Jimmy. I hate you so much. He didn't want anyone to get more popular or have more of a way out necessarily. Like, oh, I'm doing my Twitch thing on the side. Don't do that because you could get famous and leave and talk about me negatively.
Wow. Nah, Loki, I noticed that as well, you know, because, for example, bro, I never knew. Okay, I wasn't gonna support him. Obviously, back then everyone supported Chris Tyson because back then we didn't know anything, and he was a whole different person. He was actually Chris Tyson, not Christ Tyson or Ava Tyson. You know what I mean? But like back before, I didn't know Chris Tyson streamed. I didn't know Carl streamed and did YouTube, and then apparently Chandler did something too. All these guys were doing things that we didn't even know about because they started it off but never continued doing it, even though they were starting to do massively. But then they just all were working for, instead of doing it on their own, they were doing it on MrBeast Gaming.
And
like, what the hell?
I could tell that the yes men were, you know, doing well, and I was, you know, disgruntled for quite some time. So I've talked to reporters, right, like publicly, and I've always had to choose my words very, very carefully because I don't want to say anything I don't stand behind, obviously. So I used to talk to people. I used to glaze Jimmy publicly for things I do.
If you get me, please don't touch kids.
Like, well,
don't worry about it. I ain't that type of guy, man. Just.
I didn't want to, you know, speak ill of YouTube's golden boy, and then I'm blacklisted forever. I tell people I was talking to you, and they go, "Don't, what are you doing? You're gonna kill your career." It's like I have to, or I'll
like
be sad.
that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm the last guy with a brain, bro. I feel like I'm the last guy with a brain because I just don't ever see myself falling for these scams, doing this dumb stuff, and getting influenced to do crazy things like this, bro. Like it just doesn't feel like I'm like why is this a thing, bro? I feel like it's just like guys are just selected for certain roles. Or something. I don't know.
Covering up the why we didn't talk about XYZ sooner, but now you know.
What would you say is the fakest video that you worked on while you were there?
Fakest video that I worked on while I was there. This is the extent of the fakeness that I was involved to. This is like admitting to my complicity. I was a writer there, and we were working on a video. crushing my friend's car with a rock or meteor or something. It was a rock or a meteor in the title of it. I can't remember, but he wanted to do a prank where, unbeknownst to the person, he takes a rock, crushes their car, and they're supposed to think a rock came out of space.
We're gonna take a meteor and we're gonna put it on Weddle's car. We're gonna take another meteor and put it on Marcus's car. Both of them have no idea that we're doing this. Weddle and Marcus are probably shocked. They had no idea.
And so that was the one and only time I had to, my car? What? And on the fly, I saw him, because Marcus was in that video. So Marcus is calling his mom. Marcus genuinely had no idea. He genuinely had no idea. But so Marcus is calling his mom, and his mom's freaking out. And I'm like, oh no, they're gonna call my mom next. So I had to text my mom, who had to beg to get the title very quickly. Now I'm texting my mom, I go, Mom, I'm about to call you about the meteor thing. You have no idea? Be surprised. And then I hit send, and then they go,
Oh,
your mom.
hell no.
And I call my mom and I tell her, and oh, she should have got the Oscar. Oh my God, on the fly, she goes, what? I'm on vacation.
Mom, my car has been destroyed.
Wait, what?
A meteor hit it.
Jacob, I'm on vacation. Do you understand?
Yeah, I did that video, and they're supposed to give me $10K to put a down payment on a new car, and they wanted me to get like a big flashy new car. $10K was supposed to be a down payment. And I can't afford a big flashy new car because I work at MrBeast. So I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the taxes on. I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the insurance on.
Bro, I'ma be honest, bro. Just you know, I've got a solution. Ban MrBeast. Don't make over the top videos, and then give love to the guys that are making videos actually being themselves and not caring about the views, bro. Because, bro, this is outrageous, man. Like, thank God. Honestly, I'm happy MrBeast getting taken down. And I don't care if this is selfish, bro. But, brother, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not competing with my man faking. Oh, locking guys underground for 100 days. Like, bro, get out, man. Like, I really can't be arsed, bro.
So I do my
like,
video and I get it.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I love making videos and I'm gonna do it anyway. Remember, I'm gonna do it anyway. It's just the fact that, like, bro, guys genuinely live off this stuff, bro. And it's like, bro, like, I don't know.
Van
Setting high ass standards, bro. Like,
that I could
holy.
afford. And Jimmy was like, why didn't you get a cooler car? I was like,
What with the amount he gives away? Yo, you should have been here like an hour ago. We already went past the first video where like, yeah, nah. So basically, okay, you know all the big money he gives away, he doesn't give away to subscribers. He gives away to family members, friends, and they apply to be in the videos, and all this stuff. Like, just watch the first video, innit? Like I'll put my reaction on YouTube. Everything's on my YouTube.
On a TV show in the 90s, on a show that was a quarter as successful,
fake,
I could
man.
retire today.
Like,
But
when he first started off, he used to make real videos, yeah, but nowadays, yeah, basically everything's fake.
now I make dog shit pay.
And bro, again, to those giveaways, that is fully, like, that is bad on a whole nother level. Them mother trucking giveaways, boy,
making gajillionaires.
nah, that actually pissed me
more
off,
money.
them giveaways.
And I just
Bro,
walked into
this something get uploaded to my YouTube again? Oh, you shorts,
the
never
writer's
mind.
room.
But sometimes I forget when I'm
and that's one of
uploading
the
on
reasons
YouTube
why
because I just upload
was
so many
because I
vids.
just walked in there and asked for not necessarily a gajillion dollars, but maybe a salary that was more proportional to the work I was doing, given how much revenue that work was doing. And then, you know,
Wait, hold on, I ain't check out I hit 7,000 yet, wait. Nope, not yet.
I talked about that, and I talked about the Writers Guild and how this is what Writers Guild industry standard is for the streaming internet content with ads. I thought that was the closest thing to YouTube, and I didn't even bring up residuals, because oh my god, if I got residuals for every video I worked on, boy howdy, I could retire. But yeah, the other thing I talked about was there was another writer there, older comic, black guy. He had a kid, and I got paid more than him, and I thought that was wild because he was older than me, had a child. We're doing the exact same job, and I'm some 20-year-old fuckhead white guy. Why am I getting paid more than him? I brought that up, and one of the things I didn't like about the way some of the V stuff shook out was.
The fuck?
I feel really guilty about the way this like shook out. Yeah, I was talking to this other writer, like it's fucked up, you know, that's how the pay is, and I want you to get paid more, you know, because you deserve to get paid more. You know, I don't have a kid. And he didn't
Oh nah, that is deep, fam. Like, bro, what's the like? Why is he getting paid more? I don't get it. So you're telling me a guy with a kid is getting paid less than him for what?
Desperately
Why?
do want about. He's just, I like my job. I like, you know, because when you grow up with, you know, nothing. Not to say that he did, but I know I did. You know, you get a little something, you don't want to lose it. So you didn't want to rock the boat. But he said, "Hey man, if that's how you feel, you know, like if that's like, I trust you." He stood with me. He went in that he went to that meeting with me, and I said my piece, and he backed me up. I said, "I need XYZ or I'm out of here," and they said, "Bet," and they gave me a severance check the next day, and they gave him a severance check the next day. And if I knew he was gonna lose his job too, I wouldn't have done it.
What the hell?
Me, I was over the moon. I was like, "You're gonna give me a check and I get to leave?" You know, I don't get to deal with the yeah. How many Orbeez can I fit up my asshole every day? You know, and I get to go home and you're gonna pay me to leave. I was over the moon. And he was devastated. He did not want. I said he's wanted to be in the room, you know? And I really regret that. But
Bro,
me and him
Cookie,
were really still
chill,
tight. We're still
bro.
good
Like
friends.
this guy.
Is he doing good? Yeah, he's doing good. He's a good guy. I love that guy. He's doing good. Yeah.
Some videos feel better.
Honestly,
Like, bro, you
best
lot
thing
never
he's done
take
for him.
anything seriously, man.
Now that he's very, very far removed from all this crazy shit, I guess.
Do you think Jimmy really enjoys doing good and helping people?
I think Jimmy wants to be the best YouTuber. I think he is laser focused on one goal.
Yeah, but he needs to put into consideration that, like, even though he wants to make the best videos, brother, humans are humans, bro. You gotta treat people like they're people, bro. Like, I don't know why this guy's
And I
like,
think whatever he
Oh,
has
no,
to do
fam.
to achieve that goal, he'll do. And I think it was the smartest decision for him that he calculated.
nah, I think
because
Sate's
he's
right.
very
I might
good
have
with
just banned
numbers.
these guys, bro. Like,
If
I don't know why you lot are
donate
just
to charity,
trolling, bro.
People can't say I'm shitty. If I donate to,
Right,
if I
just
give this
actually
homeless guy
just-
10K,
Bro.
what do you mean I'm a bad guy? But I've always thought,
Alright, bro. Like, just, like, you guys just begging it, bro. Like, it's not that hard. Just go to another chat, innit? Like, Jesus Christ.
if you're gonna do something nice for somebody, and you stick a camera in their face while you do it, you didn't do a nice thing for somebody.
Yeah,
You
I
gave-
know, bro. Nah, the thing is, though, bro. Okay, Prex, I don't remember you saying that, but nah, the thing is, though, like, I'm giving them a chance to, like, not be pricks, but they just continue to be pricks.
something.
So
there's
when
a
I see that
homeless
with
guy
my
on
own
the
eyes,
street,
and
and you saw an
obviously I'm gonna ban
opportunity
him,
for yourself.
My
and
fault,
your
though. My
image,
fault. My
and
fault. You alright?
You gave one guy $10,000 who needed it to eat, and now the revenue you generated from that video is way more than what you gave. I think when he's generous on camera, it's the least authentic thing in the world. There's an element of, you know, oh, hey, you're crying. That's so good for camera. You know, I'm so glad he's. If you're crying because you're so thankful that you got XYZ.
I mean,
and
yeah,
then
you didn't
go,
say
"Oh,
anything,
I'm
though,
so
innit?"
glad he needed it that bad so I could come in and, oh, can you cry more? Oh, it's so good for the camera if you could. Oh, it made me uncomfortable that I was working there, and I didn't like it, and I vocalized it sometimes, and I think that's why I wasn't on camera as much as they said I was going to be. I was told at one point that I was going to be like fourth banana, you know, it was going to be Jimmy, Chris, Chandler, me, you know, and then that never happened. I remember talking about that, like, hey, I
What
my
the
contract
hell?
said XYZ. And then I got the severance checks, so, you know, whatever.
The contract said
So
that.
after your severance checks, how was your relationship with the company? I know you appeared in videos after that, right?
Right, so in videos where I was appearing in later, that's why you keep nice publicly. If you're nice in public, hey, Jake was nice in public, let's have him back for something. You know, yeah, sure. So I was hoping they call back.
Being on like the good side of MrBeast, yeah.
And I appeared in some videos after I left. I think one of them was 3 days at a maximum security prison. If I did do mini challenges in that, I got paid. I was, you know, clocked in with a rate, and I would get paid and compensated for those. But there was one video I was in. I got paid a lot for it, but it didn't come out. It didn't come out because it didn't go well.
What happened
there was
in
a
it?
video that came out probably like a year ago, something like that. it got a lot of hot water when it came out. It was the like surviving like $10,000 every day you survive in solitary or surviving solitary for whatever. It was like one of those solitary confinement videos.
I think I remember seeing that, man. I don't remember the video.
And thought, what? You shouldn't do that. And people don't know that was the second attempt.
Second attempt?
The first attempt was on me.
What?
And it didn't go well.
What happened? What the hell happened?
I was already planning on moving to New York, and I had worked at a couple of YouTube companies after Beast, and I had a little bit of change in my pocket. You know, the most change I had in my pocket ever. You know, small potatoes, you know, compared to Beast bullshit. But you know, I thought I had enough to move to New York or whatever. And I get a call from somebody over there, and they go, "Hey, they want you for a video." I was like, "Oh, amazing, great, cool, thank God." What's the video? And they tell me the pitch. And they try to make the pitch sound like it's gonna be like a walk in the park. The pitch is 100 days in solitary confinement, but don't worry, like you only have to last like 30. We have like a video. They're pitching it like at first it's gonna be like a luxury vacation. You're gonna have like a hot tub and an ice cream machine, and like part of the video is gonna be you deciding like.
So it's not even 100 days. It's 30 days.
Great. It's like the choice. They were like, it's only going to be bad for maybe the last like 5 days tops when you have like nothing left. You're the first, it's going to be like a breeze for most of it. And by the end of it, after 30 days, you're going to get $300,000 because it's $10,000 a day. And I don't know, man. I grew up poor in North Carolina. I said, excuse me? I'll dance for you if you put that kind of money in my face, sure. They were like, you're going to be locked in this room, and we got to make sure you're on all the time. We're going to have cameras on you all the time, and you're perfect for this because you never shut the fuck up. On paper, I was like, okay, I can do this, and they always cut me out of the videos. They always, and I was, editors had told me that it's because you have too much of a personality. And so with this video, I thought, this is perfect.
I said low-key, like. So guys are really trying to do like main character syndrome or something, like MrBeast, all these guys like the main characters and then there's like the side characters. Now low-key, I didn't notice that as well though. Like there's always been just the main guys, bro.
It's a video they can't cut me out of. I'm the guy. And so I thought, well, if I
and they still somehow cut him out. Nah, that's crazy, you know. I mean, obviously something went wrong, but
to do this, if I have to do solitary confinement in order to do the things I want to do.
He didn't even upload the video. That's crazy.
That I held my tongue and I swallowed my pride.
Now let's see why though.
One last ride, and I get there, and at first it's fine, and I mean they had just freshly painted the set. You could smell it, you know, which that's probably not good, you know, the smell of fresh paint in your.
Yo, it's good, Callum. Yo, Callum, I'm watching the MrBeast allegations. They're pretty serious, I can't lie. So right now, we already know he scams his viewers. He tells them they're gonna get stuff, but they don't all get stuff. What else is there? Oh yeah, the random subscribers aren't actually random subscribers when it said there's family members and people that applied that had connections with MrBeast. So.
It looked good.
It wasn't random at all. They fake all their videos.
Movie magic bullshit.
Yeah,
it was a terrible facility. I mean, it was in one of the studios. They had to like get like a separate like tank for septic stuff. Yeah, there was a hot tub in it. Yeah, there was an ice cream machine. Like things were cool.
Why did both say W? What the hell?
And funny on paper.
I mean, I guess a W video exposing him.
A hot tub that's not connected to a filtration system. Give it 3 days, it's gonna stink. You know, if there's not a hot water mechanism, so the hot tub was a lukewarm tub at best, which was a silly complaint, but the shower was always cold, and you're taking like a quick shower.
Yeah, but it's peak on these guys. So. Now, Callum, you had to watch the video, bro. It's actually bad.
Let's talk about that for a second. An ice cream machine has 2 modes. On, and off, reeking of smelly dairy, mildew. Like, so I got to choose which sense was assaulted at a time. I couldn't have all of them good. So the little things started to build up. You know, there was like the bug thing wasn't like terrible, but it was a factor. And like at first it was fine, you know, and you're playing it up like, cause you know it's a video.
Yeah, nah. You know what it is, bro. I feel like, okay, this is how I think of MrBeast, and like when I thought of watching him. So in like 2016, back in like the old times, I would watch his videos here and there because they were actually genuine and they're actually good to watch, and I was like a new person that I found out, and I saw he was like supporting like the PewDiePie T-Series business. I was like, oh, he's supporting PewDiePie, the biggest YouTuber, that's fine. And then after that, MrBeast like took over, and then he just started making videos. And then I saw, because they were like so over edited, they're so big production. I'm like, bro, it doesn't even feel like I'm watching YouTube. It feels like I'm watching some next, I don't even know, bro, like some next proper produced over the top thing. That's the reason why we even stopped watching TV, bro, because it's just boring. It's just everything's predictable, everything's just over the top, you know what I mean? So I didn't watch his videos, but then I realized that streamers and YouTubers, they watch MrBeast and could turn into reaction videos, blah 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 blah. So I started watching him again because of that, and I realized, bro, like, bro, these videos are so dead. It's like he turns the deadest things over the top, and it's still dead. Like, it's just.
It got to a point where like
it's cooked.
They weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them. I said, can we like have like time out?
Even okay, wait, hold on, let me go back. Like even sometimes, like, bro, what's it called? Oh, what was I gonna say, man? Oh yeah, I'll try and like stop myself from watching MrBeast videos, but it's like there's nothing to watch on YouTube. So MrBeast, the biggest YouTuber, uploads. So I was like, yeah, why not just watch
you're
it?
playing it up.
He's
like,
big in
it's a
Asia.
video. And it got to a point where like they weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them. I said, can we like have like nighttime hours? You know, and they said no, because it would fuck up the time lapse shots. The time lapse of what? Me sleeping or me not sleeping?
What the hell?
Videos they did.
Man said you can't turn off the lights when you go to sleep.
Oh,
what?
Right. Well, I don't know how they figured that one out.
So many people from Asia watching. Oh.
You know, one of the things was you got to take away your clock, so you didn't know what time it was. Okay, I got no access to sun. I got no access to clock. I don't know, like.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
Lights are on me all the time.
That's insanity.
I could not sleep, and I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. I had good people looking out for me. I had a lot of good people looking out for me, saying this we gotta stop. So I just wanted to turn the lights off.
I know some guy's gonna be like, bro, he signed up for this, but I can't lie. I feel like bro signed up because he heard like he's gonna get a lot of money. It's gonna be easy until like the last 5 days, but I can't lie, bro. This ain't sounding easy, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
And I'm vocalizing to people. I wish the light would turn off. And I go up to my friend, my good friend.
I would lose my mind as well.
They're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists.
What the hell?
Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing.
Nah.
So, you know.
That ain't even a joke, though.
Give me, melatonin. You know, it's not helping. You know, and then Jimmy would come in like every other day for like an hour, to check in on me because he's doing other stuff. You know, I'm just the guy in the cage over here. He'll come back to me in a minute.
My man's treating him like an animal in a cage. That is crazy.
Sometimes he'd have a note from the director over the phone that would really piss me off. This is the note I got from the director from Jimmy when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the...
Yo, Callum, you gonna hop on Warzone later? I'm not gonna lie, I was playing a ton of like solo duo matches, and I was kind of like just practicing clutching up and stuff.
Camera, how thankful you
I really
are
want to play Warzone.
that now you can pay back your student loans. You know how hard it was to do a take of that? And pretend to make it genuine? I don't want to have student loans. I don't want to be in a cage. But Jimmy's the guy with the money, and if you do what he says, he'll do what you want. You want your student loans paid off? You just be in this cage. And you have power over people when one person doesn't have.
Nah, that is deep, like, because like MrBeast is like, I feel like that brother, it's like my man went from making a Squid Game video to being, what was that guy in Squid Game? You know, the The game master. Yeah, bro turned into the game master. Bro was like, yeah, I'm the guy with the money. If you want the money, do whatever I say. Like, bro.
Resources, and the other one
That's
does,
kind of
and
crazy,
you hold
bro.
over your head and you go,
It's like real life Squid Game. What?
I need
but
it,
not
of
a
course.
video. But like, yeah.
Just something about like having the cameras on me all the time. Like I was not having a good time, but we were filming a video, so I was trying my best to be funny. You know, I'm a dark comic. You know, I got bits about. I had a very traumatic life. I have my dad is in jail for sexual assault of a minor. You know, so this kind of stuff is very near and dear to my heart. You know, I don't fuck around with this shit. Yeah, I have jokes about that in my act. You know, I joke about it because, you know, that's what you do in a traumatic experience. You know, abusive relationships. I get out of it. The first thing I do is I do a type file about it. You know, so I'm in this situation where my mental health is not good. My physical health is getting worse, but we're filming. So I'm doing bits. I'm talking to the camera. And I'm being, you know, like, hey, it's been a couple days. I'm not doing so hot, you know, which if I'm filming a video,
this guy
is what I
definitely
should
has
be
a
doing for the
personality, man.
camera, but it was too real. If they're faking videos, why couldn't we fake this one?
Nah, real.
You know?
What
if,
the hell?
If we're allowed
nah,
to
real. That's actually weird.
cast members
I feel like this was kind of targeted. It feels
have
targeted.
some time off of this difficult challenge, how
I
come
said
we couldn't turn the
not
lights off?
Yeah, I was saying, why would they
How
not
come we
turn
couldn't
the
maybe not
lights?
have some time lapse footage for 10 seconds?
Did you try to get out?
Yes! I was starting to calculate, I don't know if I could do 30. How much can I, well, how can I manage to get out of here sooner and still have a video and still have some cash and get the plug?
I was gonna say, why doesn't you just leave it and get the money in it? Like,
Man, I did. Since we're doing time-lapse shots and since they insisted on time-lapse shots, I said, all right, we'll give you time-lapse shots bet. I put my YouTube on with the whiteboard they gave me. And I was like, all right, yeah, go ahead and scrub that footage. You know, you got that whiteboard. Oh no, either that goes in or this footage is unusable. And then, you know, James Warren came in and erased it. You know, fucking, you know, don't.
My man erased the ball and the video didn't even get uploaded.
Hey, we can torture him. Don't you dare let him get a plug in there. You know. Like we were playing up the joke. You know, it's like I'm the boy in the cage. You know, whatever. Like I'll play into a joke. Whatever, it's fine. It's just something weird about when Jimmy jokes. I have jokes about my dad because I love jokes with my dad. I'll joke about my dad all the time. That guy's a piece of shit. I hate my dad. I have friends that make fun of my dad. That's fine because I know their intent. I know where they're coming from. When Jimmy joked with my dad, and I said that seemed weird. I don't like it. We were doing that one of those hide and seek videos again. You know, at the time they were a lot realer. So I got caught, and when you get caught, you know, you go to the place where you get caught. And I don't know if there's footage of this. I don't know if, you know, I definitely didn't make the final cut. But he says to me, all right, you go to jail, you know, like your dad. And like, it's a joke. But when my friends do it, it's fine. And Jimmy just wasn't my friend. He was my boss. And that wasn't cool. And so now, I'm locked in a cage at his whim. And I have to do things to get the cash I need to live. And I got these cameras on me all the time. And I was unwell. I had editors coming up to me saying, "You good, bud?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? You're clearly unwell." And he goes, well, because the footage you're sending in is haunting. Because I'm trying to be funny, but I am mentally decaying, so I'm doing bits. Someone said there is a horror cut of a video in this. And I'm sitting like, who's watching this? Like, who wants to see this? What is fun about this, the video? And so the thing that made me I gotta get out. I can't do another day in a year. Jimmy comes in and I'm asleep. I don't know what time it is. I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 or whatever. He's like, why is he sleeping? I don't know, because I can't sleep. And he comes in, he wakes me up. And he goes, ask me why I have 2 briefcases. And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, oh, because this one's for today, you know, and this one's for the challenge. And I go, what's the challenge today? He goes, you're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do the 22.6K, whatever it is, and you're gonna do it on that treadmill over there. The first challenge I did was a Rubik's Cube, and I'm dyslexic, I'm dumb, I don't know how to do a Rubik's Cube. So your first challenge, Rubik's Cube. I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. I was on camera, I don't want to do it. You go, just do it for the thing, like, kid, you know? Like, there was an element of, oh, Jake will do what we want because he's in-house. You know, that's one of the reasons why they got me. Jake's, he's an inside guy, so he'll do whatever. We can push him a little extra hard because we know he's good. We know he's. I couldn't say no to the treadmill thing. Yeah. So I people who run marathons train forever, and it's still hard. Again, writer. Do I look like I run? I don't run. You know, let alone a marathon, let alone that training for it. So I was in a sunlightless, you know.
Did you try to say no? Like, did you have a choice, or?
Based on the Rubik's Cube thing and based on all the other stuff, like there was so much.
Bro. I feel like, okay, if you're getting given two decisions, I don't think you can say no, because at the end of the day, like you said, like you did sign up for this. I can't lie. You signed up to be there, and like the only way you can get out of it is by getting eliminated. But obviously he needs the money, so it's like he basically has to do it, but doesn't, but has to live.
Pressure,
bro. It's just a very weird situation, isn't it? It's literally just like Squid Game. Like,
just do it.
I don't know,
thing,
bro.
You know, and if I refuse, it's just. Oh, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, you know, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing. And so I wanted to be a good sport, and I wanted to get the boost, and I wanted.
You're kind of left with no
so
option but to do it. It's a bit peak, bro.
Yeah, I was able to take some breaks, and I asked him, how long do I have? He goes, until I get back. And I'm running until 3 a.m. I got off the treadmill. Oh, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were like just the lactic acid. I got off the treadmill, and then the people that came in to like ice my feet, you know, make sure I was good. Then that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out.
I feel like they should just like scrap the video and just. Bro, just helped him out with his actual life, bro. Cause it's like, bro, what the hell is this?
And that's when I get psych in, and I talk to the psych about how I'm not well, and like I said, there was a lot of good people over there that was saying you gotta pull him out. Yeah, I had friends that did some freelance work, and they would tell me, they'd be like, yeah, everyone knows you over there, everybody loves you. They go, oh, Jake Weddle, love that guy. Shame what happened to him. Like I'm a ghost. And I asked him, I said, how much longer are you guys gonna keep me in here? And the guy goes, realistically, like at least 7 more days? No. And they didn't let me leave right away either. They wanted to make sure, everything was fine. So I just, slept for a while. They turned the lights off.
Oh, finally.
And,
holy.
It's like they brought in all my friends, to make it.
I'm gonna be honest, this whole thing was cooked, bro. Like, I feel like it's the guys that marketed it. Wait, hold on, I'll read your message in a second. It's the guys that marketed this idea or whatever in the first place, bro. Guys is telling them, oh, it's gonna be a breeze. You get all this stuff in the first place, blah, blah, blah. Easy money, easy video, ba-bing, ba-boom, win-win situation. My man got set up to torture, bro. Torture. Bro's thinking, oh yeah, after all of this, it can't get worse. I'm just gonna get paid at the end. But bro, it just kept getting worse and worse, bro. So it was just kind of cooked. Yo, Rez, guess who I met on the streets of London yesterday? Who, bro?
And Jimmy. Then everybody was around me, making sure I was good, making sure I was okay. But Jimmy had his He was sitting in the chair, turned around like an evil villain. Swear to God.
I'm telling you, bro, MrBeast is the Game Master. Bro, it's just like in Game Master. It's like the Game Master in what's it called? In Squid Game, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Poddy, I'm in his next vid. Who's that? I don't even know who this is, but hey, as long as you're happy,
he was
man.
looking at me, and he was like Lex Luthor over there.
Woo! W.
He turns around, he stands up. He does the exact same thing when he's pretending to have a human connection. You know when you're watching a video and he's like, "Oh, stop! You're gonna make me cry," and he like touches his eye or whatever as if he's crying. He's not. He's just.
Oh hell no! What?
I didn't have to pretend to do that shit. She says, as if rehearsed by his lawyers.
Alright, got you, Joes. I've just never heard of him personally.
Your mental health's the most important thing. You know, just want to make sure you're okay. And the last thing we want you to do is. I can almost hear the word Sue come out of his mouth. The S. He just stopped right before it got out.
Nah.
I did not get the 300K. But I got. He goes, think of it this way. At least you get to keep what you earned. You know, you were in there for XYZ days. You did XYZ challenges, so you got, 100,000 some change, give or take. You know how much money I spent in taxes in 2021? I spent $44,000 in taxes alone. And now I spent all that money on doing stand-up. I bought plane tickets to go do comedy festivals. My family back home, I gave them a bunch of stuff that they needed. And haven't been back on a Beast set in any official capacity or unofficial capacity since then. And then they did the video with somebody else, and they worked out the kinks. And then I'd still gotten some hot water, and I knew it would. And I've wanted to say a lot of this for a long, long, long time. And I feel good now. I just had to get that out there.
So I just want to hop in here and show some text that Jake sent me after this interview. This is July 29, 2021, a few days after you got out of solitary. How are you feeling after a few days? Better. I still couldn't sleep, even a few days out, but I almost have my sleep cycle back on track. My legs and joints are good, but the blisters on my feet still hurt to walk on. Medical advice I got was not to lance them and just let them go away with time. I'm mentally still in an uneasy place, but I've gotten back
this is
on better
cooked.
help.
That's to
My
the point where you
therapist
can't
is
even
a little
sleep.
concerned, but we are working on things. Mind you, this is not supposed to be a traumatic life event. This is supposed to be a MrBeast video. Hey Jake, hope you're doing okay. Meg and I just wanted to check in on you. Hey, I'm good and I appreciate that. I'm not exactly 100%. I feel like mentally I'm still recovering a bit, but back in therapy and my therapist is concerned. Haha, but my legs and joints feel better. Like I can walk, but my feet are still covered on those blisters and those hurt to walk on. But I was told the best thing to do is stay off my feet and let them heal. I'm in Raleigh with my family. Also, it'll be like a month before I get the money, and they aren't giving me all the money. They're giving me what I won up to that point in the game, which was also a slap in the face, but hey, I'm out, I'm alive. Therapist who knows and cares about you. The whole thing was so fucked, and honestly, fuck them for not giving you the money. Meg and I are wishing you the best with your recovery, and please feel free to reach out if you
They
need
should have
anyone
talked
to
to you,
talk
MrBeast,
or
and
need a place
asked,
to
like,
crash
they should have
in New
convinced
York.
him to give
Hope
him
you're
the
doing
money,
well,
like
man.
all the
That
money
video
in
uploaded
it.
is money, so good. I appreciate. I'm doing better physically. Mentally, I'm still kind of in a place. I still can't sleep. I've slept 5 hours in the past 3 days, marathon included. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lots of thinking, too much one might say. Hope they're taking care of you where they can. I mean, I was kind of shocked they didn't pay me for the full 25, 30 days. They paid me what I made up to that point. Like even when we have to pull the plug for my mental health.
Oh, they're really treating it like it's like a proper shift, bro. It's like you worked up to the. It's like it's like some Dan Schneider business. Like no, not Dan Schneider. Like I don't even know. I remember hearing about something on like the background of TV, bro. Oh, what was it? Oh, I forgot, man. I can't even
The
think.
mechanism of the game is still at play. I'm just happy to be out. I still
but
can't
this is
walk well.
what I know is it's evil,
like,
bro. Because I remember something like
bridge,
this.
So at the end of the day, I'm still Jimmy's bitch. Like if I was Carl and he did that to me, I'd ruin him. And they want to do it again. That could be your leverage. If the guy breaks down also, 2 is better than 1. Yeah, right. I told them everything they did to me that they can't do again in order to make sure the other person doesn't break down as fast. But like,
I saw they still did it again.
Function is the problem. It's a bad idea, full stop. It sounds clickbaity, sounds right up Jimmy's alley, but it's morally unethical like on every level. Off-camera breaks, lights off at night, visitation, take the marathon out. Marathon is a video in itself. You can't expect someone to exert themselves like that for 45 seconds of content. The challenges really made it feel dehumanizing. Felt like a parody of MrBeast. I felt like...
Bro, I just deeped it, bro. This guy got used as some test subject. Bro, MrBeast literally, like, experimented on a human being, bro, for his video. You can't even do that to, like, humans for, like, things like injections and stuff like that. But I did it to him for a YouTube video. That is outrageous.
The homeless guy they could exploit. It felt like if Jeff Bezos had a GIMP. It felt like if Jeff Bezos had a GIMP. Part of me wants the footage burned, and part of me thinks that there's a great horror cut in there. LMAO.
Bro literally experimented him, bro. That is wild.
They must have programmed the care about mental health updates. He said, "We also don't want you to," and I swear to our Lord and Savior, he stopped himself from saying sue. Also, as far as like, he could have said no, he could have left at any time. I want to show this segment from an internal document at MrBeast called How to Succeed in MrBeast Production. Specifically on page 19, there's a paragraph called "No does not mean no." Already insane, because it's sort of, it seems to be co-opting the popular anti-rape slogan, which is a terrible look given the allegations that are going to be coming out very soon. It reads,
oh boy.
When dealing with people outside MrBeast Productions, never take no at face value. If we need a store to buy everything inside of, and you can call the local Dollar Tree, and the person that answers says, no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean shit.
What?
Talk to other employees and see if they are fans or if any have kids that are fans.
What? Yo, this YouTube thing really got to bro's head, man. What?
By talking to their
My man thinks he's like above the law now. Great.
boss, their boss's boss. Have me DM them on Twitter and try their social team. If all avenues are exhausted and you are left with a no, that doesn't mean don't try the other
this
Dollar
guy's
Trees,
taking
because the
advantage
manager
of
those could be
anyone.
huge fans and willing to bend the rules. Basically, what I'm trying to convey is what we call pushing through no. Don't stop because
Pushing through no. So nah, this guy's done lost it. He's 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 lost his entire mind. So now we're trying to stop no's and turn no's into yeses.
one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. This is one of many tools that, when combined, dramatically improve your probability of success when producing here.
You see, now when I heard about all that ex-girlfriend business on Twitter, I didn't want to hear about it. Now I want to hear about it, because what if he's used this same no means no, no doesn't mean no thing in his relationship,
this idea
bro.
of like pushing through no's is a big component to working at MrBeast. And the way that it manifests itself a lot of the time is like,
I said no doesn't mean
might tell a
no.
producer, hey,
That is
we
one of the
need,
wildest things I've
access
ever
to
heard.
30 acres of farmland by Tuesday or we lose $500,000. Now, if you're the producer, you obviously know that means get it done or you lose your job. So what can happen is like a producer's calling up farmers saying, hey, I need to use your land. And the farmer might be like, okay, but, you know, I have animals, you can't be making really loud noises, no pyrotechnics, and you got to clean everything up. So the producer's sort of incentivized to lie and say, or maybe the producer doesn't even actually know the total contents of the video, right? Things changed last second. So they're very like, they're financially incentivized to be manipulative and sort of, they're put in positions where it's like, oh, it's either the producer's job or a civilian's job, like where it talks about, hey, maybe the manager would be willing to bend the rules. Well, you shouldn't really be pressuring civilians to bend the rules that could get them fired, you know? I'll show you a real life example. This is unused evidence from part 1. I had seen this Reddit post titled MrBeast Leaving Trash Behind and Debris at Film Site in Ayden, North Carolina. Apparently, he left a large boat in a pond as well as debris around the film site in the bottom of the pond weeks and weeks after the agreed time frame. This actually rendered it unsafe for campers and almost delayed the camp's opening date multiple times due to not being able to get in contact with MrBeast to get the stuff cleaned up out of the area. So I actually know that this is from a MrBeast video called Protect the Yacht, Keep It. Where at the end of that video, he actually says,
if you're wondering, yes, we did ensure the lake was completely cleaned up after this video. For the love of God, subscribe so we can pass T-Series.
Yes, so he says at the end of the video
so
that
he
the
lied.
lake is cleaned up. I was actually on site for part of this production. I was at this camp. So I decided to send an email out to the camp, basically saying, hey, I heard these rumors. I'm investigating similar incidents. And the camp responded, actually not denying the claims, going on to say, I am sure that there are no perfect film productions, just as there are no perfect people. I am grateful for the opportunity that we had to host the production crew, and because grace, or forgiveness, has been offered to me so freely, I will choose to offer the same. So clearly alluding to the fact that there was a wrongdoing by MrBeast production team. And that's like sort of the thing is, if you're around Greenville, you know these stories of people working with MrBeast and it being extremely unprofessional, them not doing what they say. But they sort of get by a lot on their good public image. And like, I mean, this camp offered to host them completely for free. And I guarantee, like,
public
if you went
image
to
is
the
long
lake
gone
at
now.
the camp and you went magnet fishing, like, you'd find all sorts of debris that's still there to this day. Like, they didn't clean it all up. So in the case of Jake Weddle, like, I'm sure that there were producers who were in a position of, hey, if Jake gets out early, we don't have a video, and your job is at risk. So there's a tremendous amount of pressure on top of, like, him being delirious from not sleeping and everything to just manipulate him into staying. Which, you know, I'm sure this isn't like technically against the Geneva Convention on torture because he wasn't technically a prisoner. Like, he could have left at any time, but because of the extreme pressure to stay in, it's not really a reasonable expectation that he could have just, you know, walked out.
Because of the implication.
I think Jimmy is a awkward kid who maybe had it a little rough growing up. I can't speak on that, but I do have empathy for it because I had it rough growing up. And I think when you're hyper fixated on something, like I love stand-up, he loves YouTube, everyone fixates on a thing, I think he just wanted to be the best YouTuber so bad, and because the industry's metrics rewarded some not great behavior, if you're just going on autopilot based on what the numbers say, you can do some things.
Yeah, this is what happens when you just care too much about the numbers. Holy, this is crazy.
Aren't good.
What?
But reap reward. And I think
I'm gonna be honest, yo, YouTube needs to remove that 1 out of 10 system they have, man. That 1 out of 10 system, it can hit deep.
The industry and maybe what this system that we have set up demanded, and he didn't care who got hurt. And I think Jimmy surrounded himself with really, really not so great people, and those people were the ones making the decisions. And I want to say, really important, there are so many good people that work at MrBeast who are damn good at their jobs. Like, when Jimmy comes in and asks for something impossible, it's these people's jobs to do it. And they shouldn't be able to make it happen, and they do. And so I don't think people wanted to talk about stuff because I didn't want my friends to lose their jobs. I don't care about my fucking job. I'll die in a hole. I don't care. But I don't want my friends to lose their jobs. I don't want anyone's reputation to be fucked. But let's just go back to my dad for a second, if I may. My dad was just like a swim coach, your neighborhood swim team. Everybody loved him. Everybody loved him. Behind closed doors, he's a real piece of shit. And so when stuff starts hitting the fan, what? Him? No. Surely. And then, everyone, thought my mom was the bitch, for not, But then the news broke, that he did what he did to one of the students of the team. And it's like when that comes out, you're not surprised, you know? You just go. When I saw my dad in the news, I said, "Oh, you idiots!" Like I was like, "No, what?" I was, "Oh, dumbass, god damn it!" But I wasn't surprised, and it was just consequences happening to somebody who was really good at avoiding them for a long time. And I don't know, everybody loves Jimmy, and behind closed doors, he is not super great, and
damn,
that image is cultivated purposefully and intentionally, and
yeah, no. Before this whole Ava Chris Tyson drama, MrBeast drama, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like everyone loved the MrBeast. Like there was, I don't think anyone would have ever expected anything bad to come from MrBeast. But then when all of this comes out, yeah, nah, there's no denying he's actually a bad person. This is crazy.
Ending, it's marketing.
Oh my.
It's YouTube.
And the thing is, even though this is only getting like 20 million views like altogether or something like that, bro. And don't get me wrong, it's obviously getting posted on other platforms that's getting millions in views or whatever. It's still nowhere near to the audience of MrBeast, where this guy gets hundreds of millions of views per post.
Okay, so I guess, yeah, just.
But apparently Ludwig said that MrBeast is gonna make some reply or something.
Final question. On a serious note, obviously the Ava Chris Tyson drama.
I don't know how he's gonna reply to this.
And, you know, that's a known issue of traditional media.
He is cooked. There's no coming back. There's no way. There's no way.
Sexual misconduct at the company.
It's crazy. I probably hung out with Ava the most out of the main cast, just because I was on Beast Hacks. Now Beast Reacts. I don't know if it's still out. That was a lot of fun because it was just, you know, being silly.
What happened to Beast Reaction? Nah, Beast Reaction is a great channel.
Ava was the only person who was willing to film. Everybody else was too busy or didn't want to, and I was just trying to do my job. Sometimes there'd be like an offhanded joke that's a little gross. I mean, I'm a stand-up, so I'm very desensitized to that. I didn't hear anything that was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like when I saw, the reason I messaged you instead of talking to reporters sweetly like I have been was when I saw the Discord stuff. Because when I got there, it was like 2019, so I guess if the timelines add up, that would have been like handled, for lack of a better term, and then they started bringing more people on. You know, maybe they thought they had that under the rug. You know, all right, we handled that. Now let's bring in some writers. You know, and when I saw it, all that stuff start coming out, and the potentiality as of this moment of recording. You know, I know this has been happening fast and stuff has been coming out so fast. Just the potential that Jimmy could have been in those Discord chats, or even the potential that he participated in those Discord chats. After the shit he did to me, if you're gonna make fun of my dad,
God knows what he said in the Discord chats.
My career and reputation after this, I had to say some stuff. So whatever happens at this point.
Outside of Ava Chris Tyson, did you ever see or hear about any sexual misconduct at the company?
I've heard rumors. I can't confirm or deny anything. I don't have any tangible evidence, but I've heard stuff that if it could be investigated, that'd be great. But it's like water cooler talk. But I've heard things, yes, of course.
I wonder if it's water cooler talk.
People have been let go for sexually assaulting some very young people.
Oh, nah.
The idea that Jimmy...
How'd you even get involved with those guys, though?
Or that Jimmy was covering stuff up. He didn't want stuff to come out. You know, he's very careful about his image. You know, the tangible proof that he knew... Bro,
this is like a Nickelodeon, Disney level image, bro. This is like, oh... This guy was the nicest YouTuber. He could never be this. He could never be that. But it's like Disney, Nickelodeon level, like, you know.
But covered it up. Yeah, how do you prove that, you know? Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything who worked there.
Where I don't think this was blood before, but it's blood now.
And like you can, you know.
My fault for being late to this video. When was this video out? 2 days ago. Oh boy.
Someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you know, you get it. you can still have a job after you're on the. That's one thing. You know, you go to prison, you get rehabilitated. That's one thing. You know, like if you do your time, that's fine. I think there should be rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, I can't confirm or deny. From what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people, and they knew that. He's working at a channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started.
Bro.
And you know that he knew, and because he'll be in videos, he'll be in thumbnails, he'll be around. And whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face could be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender with a physical mask? Like, do I have to, is it more on the nose? Or I don't know why they let him go, because there's rumors back and forth, you know, so I don't know why they let him go, but he did leave at one point. Even if that guy didn't do anything, they still knew about it and he was still around. And what if he's one of the people in the Discord servers?
What did I join to? Bro, it's the MrBeast allegations video, bro.
But when I was there,
it's literally about to end. I already watched the first part, but now this is like the second part. Apparently, it's gonna be a third part coming out soon. I don't know when, but right now there's only 2 parts, bro. It's bad. I'm gonna be honest.
They called him Delaware. It's like, why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently, they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware.
Oh nah.
That's his nickname. Colloquially, like, you know, yeah, it's Delaware. Don't ask him why.
Yeah, nah, that is a wild nickname. What the hell?
And Jimmy knew about it? In likelihood that he didn't.
Bro, if you know about their nickname, obviously you're gonna ask, why is his nickname Delaware? And they're gonna say because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. And then he's gonna ask, why is he not allowed to go back to Delaware? Because of that.
No, is astronomically low.
Okay, so finally I have a recorded phone conversation. The person on the other end of this line is a different former MrBeast employee talking about Delaware. Also, apparently before this phone conversation got recorded, the person on the other end of the line said that the MrBeast team was actually trying to expunge Delaware's record off the registry, and that's what actually like sparked this person to start recording. Okay, so Reed is MrBeast's former manager who was in the last video telling Jimmy, you know,
so,
hey, don't promote gambling to children.
Weird, fam.
So, you know, I think Reed's taken 2 W's this month. You know,
my man has like spies, bro. Man said guys that would go
on payroll
and get the info and then give it back to him like actual spies, bro.
Extremely unlikely that Jimmy wouldn't know, but you know, I know I'm sure that's the defense he'll go with. So I'll just say preemptively, like, you know, if somehow Jimmy didn't know about Delaware, I think it's still such an extreme level of negligence. Like, what, you're not doing background checks. You're not.
Yeah, background checks for all your employees. There's no way.
I think that needs more of an explanation than just saying, I didn't know. Well, how didn't you know? How did this person get into the company and you know, a company that makes content for children and is around children? So yeah, Jimmy, I think we need an explanation from you or you know, your lawyers and PR people and representatives and spokespersons and on how you could have not known that there was an offender at a high level in your company. And while you're responding to that, why not just respond to the allegations of rigging contest videos and selling fake signatures, running illegal lotteries, you know, the dangerous conditions on the set of Beast games. You should address those too. So yeah, just let us know. Okay, that was my interview with former MrBeast employee Jake Weddle. I know he will be coming out with a longer cut of this interview as well as other content. So I just wanted to shout him out. Jake Weddle, top link in the description.
Alright.
I've waited a long time to talk about a lot of this publicly, so thank you for doing what you're doing.
Nah, that's deep though. Alright. Holy smokes, bro. Yeah, that, bro. Yo, that video was insane, bro.